Hey friends, and welcome back to the Reddit Rainbow. Y'all, grab your vibes and your delights, okay? I need to read y'all this story called Am I the asshole for being disgusted and just saying okay when my fiance broke up with me? Listen, this is the story of a woman who's tied, ultra tied. Okay, listen, this is an edit, so let's scroll down to the bottom. So I don't know, man. I, 28, had been with my fiance, Alex, 34, since 2020. We met at a friend's party, hit it off, and have been together ever since. He just finished his doctorate in economics just last year. Since then, he's been working at the uni. I have my master's in media sciences and decided to start working instead of going for a PhD. Okay, so the problem is that Alex broke up with me last Monday. It was literally so surreal, just honestly weird. For the past few months, he'd been acting strange. He was making demands and then dropping them immediately. A few examples. Yes, girl, spill. He told me that we were going to paint our walls back from dark green to white. And when I asked why, he said, for fuck's sake, forget it, and never brought it up again, even when I asked. Another time, he came home and got mad because I was sitting on the couch with my head covered in a blanket. I had cramps. Oh, poor baby. He was upset because I was just sitting there watching Netflix. Mind you, the house is spotless. When I tried to, also, is it not okay to just be lazy as fuck in your house? Like, because you wanna? Like, I pay to live here. I gotta work at my house too? Like, what? Anyway, when I tried to talk about it, he said, forget it. It's not a big deal. Then why are you mad? This kind of thing became common. Every time I tried to communicate, tried to figure out what was going on, whether it was something I did or maybe he was just stressed at work, he would just say everything was fine, but he was clearly seething with rage. And seething is a word choice, y'all, because I don't use seething unless I'm literally frothing. Like, have you ever been so mad that your lips go numb? Like, have you ever been just that upset that you started losing feeling? Seething is one of those kind of words, you know what I mean? I didn't have to do anything. He would find something to complain about: the apartment, clothes, me, work, etc. Then go the fuck home. Ew, stay away from me. So I gave him space, which apparently was also wrong. Oh my God. I told him I was going to help my parents with repairs for a few days, and somehow that was also wrong because he wanted to renovate the apartment too. Then on Monday, I got a text saying we needed to talk. I knew what was coming, and after the past few months, I had made peace with it. When I came home, he was sitting on the couch. He didn't even wait for me to take off my jacket before saying, I want to break up. Then the verbal diarrhea started. He told me he resented me first because I didn't pursue my academic career further, even though I was capable, and he didn't want to upset me at the time. Then when I started making more money, since he didn't make as much as a PhD student, he felt like I should have the last word financially, and he hated it. Mind you, I never said anything like it's my money, so I have the final say. That's a rule he imposed on himself, and he hated it. He said he hated our paint scheme, the couch, even our fucking crock pot. I'm like laughing, but I'm just, the crock pot. The crock pot, which should be full of happiness because it feeds you, like, crazy work. Then he told me that he had rejected a better PhD program to stay here because I had already started my job by the time he got the acceptance letters. Only he never told me he even applied overseas. Oh, so you're supposed to read his mind now. Got it. He said a few months ago he checked in with a friend who's in that program, and he saw how they were thriving and decided I ruined his life. He said I had too much control over his life and that he hated the idea that I could just decide not to pay for things and fuck him over. And I honestly don't even know what that means. I think what he's saying is that if he was in a position to lord his money over you, that he would. That's all I'm gathering. Like, holy shit. He also said he hated that all his friends loved me and didn't let him vent about me. So I have to be right. Then he said, I'm done. I was floored. I mean, I had already made peace with the idea that we were ending and it hurt. But after that rant, I was just disgusted. I looked at him, probably with a disgusted expression, and said, okay. I'm sorry. I'm screaming though. He lost it. He said that this is exactly what he meant. That, that it was horrible. We had been together for 4 years and all I had to say was okay to our breakup. Sir, you've been keeping score since you turned down that position, which, like, you know what's crazy to me is he could have just said, hey, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I really want to pursue this job. I think we might need to go our separate ways. But he didn't have the fucking balls to do that. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have the balls. I just asked if he wanted to stay here while he figured out where to go. And he said, typical. Of course, you're holding the apartment over me, and started ranting again. So I just left. I told my parents and they're also confused. Honey, the confusion. Yes. My dad suggested I reach out to our landlord and explain the situation to see what options I have. I can keep paying the rent no problem myself. He covered the utilities and some subscriptions. He was mad that she brought the table and everything on top of the table and the room the table was in. Like, just to reiterate, I never had a problem with this. I saw that he was chasing his dream, and that was more important to me than a 50-50 financial split. Right. Oh my gosh. And her outlook, I thought I was supporting him while he was chasing his dreams. Like, and he was just like, I make good money and am happy at my job. I never saw it as slaving away. I always had the mentality that my money was our money because we were building a life together. Of course, I had my own savings and fun money, but I honestly never cared. As long as I felt he was working towards something and wasn't taking advantage of me, I was fine with it. More than fine. Alex is still mad. He's going between texting me like a robot about the logistics of the split to being a seething asshole complaining about everything. I'm not even hurt anymore. I just feel nauseated by this point. I don't know. Should I have reacted differently? Hell the fuck nah. Girl, you sounded like you was mad tired. Big tired, okay? So back at the top, the OP did write the edit. Remember, we had to scroll down. So it says, thank you for all your opinions. It was nice to get this off my chest. Just to clarify though, I don't feel like a victim. I feel like something happened and my relationship just turned bad. He behaved like an asshole, but that is the extent of it. Very clearly something is going on, but he doesn't want me to be part of whatever it is, and I have to respect that. Now I just have to detangle myself legally from him, and after that, I'll just be left alone with my ugly green color wall. I think I might also adopt a cat, as my ex was really allergic. Hell yeah, get that fucking cat. But anyway, this person says, dude basically hates himself for decisions he took without ever consulting you. He chose his comforts, but now seeing others seem in a better position, he's venting on you and making you the culprit. Not the asshole, but your man has a little brain and doesn't know what to do with it. Look, girl, I've been with a man like this. They want drama, they want toxicity, they will fuck your life up out of pure insecurity and hate. You dodged a massive bullet, and I'm sorry this happened. You deserve better. Wish you the best. When talking about his friend who was overseas, like, did his friend have like a girlfriend? Did he have like a longtime partner, or is he off being single and alone? You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to know more about that, but obviously he didn't even have the balls to bring it up to her, so whatever, right? Don't be around people who constantly have something negative to say to something that sounds like good news. Don't be friends with somebody who's like, oh my god, you got a promotion, maybe I should work there because they just be hiring anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a fucked up shit to say. Don't be around people who hate you, bro. They will always tell you that they hate you unprovoked. trust. But all right, guys, I can't wait to hear what y'all think. I think they're not the asshole. You know what I'm saying? She was done. Oh my God. As I was trying to make my closing statement, I just thought about something else. I was just thinking, like, why didn't he have the balls to break up with her, right? And the OP was mad checked out, so why didn't she break up with him? And then it just occurred to me that those dudes act like that to make you break up with them, right? They want you to be the one who walks away so they can plead and be like, oh, I never wanted, when that's in fact what they wanted. That's why they were acting this way. But because she wouldn't even break up with him because she was just so completely checked out from the relationship, he had to do that too, and that pissed him off even more. Like, what kind of mental gymnastics do some of these dudes be on? But anyway, all right, guys, I just pray this kind of love never finds you, okay? Just never finds you, okay? All right, I love you guys so much. I can't wait to hear what you guys thought, and I'll catch y'all later.